Most small noises in a Ram don't sound serious at first. A tick that fades, a hum on the highway, a slight shudder at mid-speed. Because the truck still drives fine, owners ignore them. But trucks don't randomly make new sounds, they warn you. The difference between a small repair and a four-figure bill usually starts with a noise you decided to dismiss. In this video, I'll give you the 10 most common questions that the most loyal Ram customers tell me, and pay attention to number 1, few people know. Let's begin. Number 8, cold start ticking that goes away after 30-60 seconds. This is one of the most common noises Ram owners ignore. You start the truck in the morning, especially when it's cold, and you hear a ticking sound. It lasts maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute, then it fades away as the engine warms up. Because it disappears, most people convince themselves it's normal. Sometimes it is, but often it's not. On 5.7L Hemi engines, especially 2009-2018 Ram 1500 models, the most common cause of cold start ticking is broken exhaust manifold bolts. The rear bolts tend to snap after years of heat cycles. When the engine is cold, the metal contracts and creates a small exhaust leak. That leak makes a sharp ticking noise. As the manifold heats up and expands, it partially seals itself and the noise fades. That's the less bad version. The more serious possibility is a valve train issue, specifically lifter wear. A failing hydraulic roller lifter can also produce a tick on cold start. At first, oil pressure builds and quiets it down. Over time, though, that tick doesn't go away, it gets louder, and once a lifter collapses fully, it can flatten a camshaft lobe. That's a multi-thousand-dollar repair. Here's the difference. Exhaust manifold tick is usually sharper and more external sounding, often from one side of the engine bay. Lifter noise tends to sound deeper and more internal, but you cannot diagnose it by guessing. I've had trucks come into the shop where the owner ignored the sound for months because it always goes away. In one case, it was just manifold bolts, a manageable fix. In another, it turned into a cam and lifter job that cost several $1,000s. If your Ram ticks on cold start, don't assume. Diagnose it. Sounds that disappear are still symptoms, and the longer you wait, the fewer cheap outcomes you have left. Number 7, whining noise at highway speeds, 40-70 miles per hour. If your Ram starts making a steady whining or humming noise once you hit highway speed, usually between 40 and 70 miles per hour, and it changes slightly when you let off the throttle, don't ignore it. That is very often early differential wear. On Ram 1500 models from roughly 2009-2020, especially trucks with the 3.21 or 3.92 rear axle ratios, the rear differential works hard. Add towing, larger tires, or aggressive acceleration, and load increases significantly. The ring and pinion gears are constantly meshing under torque, and they rely entirely on gear oil to prevent metal-to-metal contact. Over time, that fluid breaks down from heat and shear. Gear oil contains extreme pressure additives specifically designed to protect hypoid gears. Once those additives degrade, wear accelerates. The first sign isn't a catastrophic failure, it's a faint whine that rises with vehicle speed. Here's how you differentiate it. If the noise increases as speed increases and slightly changes tone when you lift off the throttle, that's often gear mesh noise. If it gets louder when you turn slightly left or right at speed, you may be dealing with a wheel bearing instead. 2 different repairs, 2 different costs. I've seen rear differentials in 2014-2018 Ram 1500s that went 120,000 plus miles with regular fluid changes. I've also seen units start whining at 70,000 miles because the original fluid was never serviced and the truck regularly towed boats or trailers. Once gear pattern wear begins, there's no fluid fix. The gears have already worn into a new contact pattern. Replacing bearings and resetting backlash is not a small job. Replacing ring and pinion gears is even more expensive. At that point, you're into serious labor hours. If your Ram hums at highway speed and you assume it's just road noise, you may be ignoring the first warning your differential gives before it gets expensive. Gears don't fail silently, they warn you. The question is whether you're paying attention. Number 6, clunk when shifting into drive or reverse. If you shift your Ram from park into drive or reverse and feel a noticeable clunk, not a violent bang but a solid knock you can feel through the floor, that is not something to ignore. It's one of the most common early drivetrain warnings in modern Ram trucks. On 2013-2022 Ram 1500s with the 8-speed ZF transmission, 8 HP70 and 8 HP75, a small amount of driveline movement is normal. but a pronounced clunk can point to excessive driveline slack, worn U-joints, loose driveshaft couplers, or differential lash increasing over time. Here's what's happening mechanically. When you shift into gear, torque is instantly applied to the driveshaft. If there is play in the universal joints, carrier bearing, or even worn differential gears, that slack gets taken up suddenly. That take-up is the clunk you feel. In some cases, it's related to transmission adaptation values. The 8-speed learns clutch engagement timing. If fluid is degraded or adaptations are off, engagement can feel abrupt. A proper transmission relearn or fluid service sometimes smooths it out. But I've also seen 2014-2019 Ram 1500s where worn rear driveshaft U-joints caused increasing clunk over time. Left unchecked, U-joints can fail entirely. That's when you go from a minor knock to vibration or, in extreme cases, driveline damage. It can also be differential backlash. As ring and pinion gears wear, the space between them increases. That gap allows slight rotation before full torque transfer. That rotation becomes an audible and felt clunk. What's important is this. A drivetrain clunk rarely stays the same. It gradually gets worse. Owners get used to it because it builds slowly. A minor slack issue caught early may be a relatively small repair. Ignored long enough, it becomes compounded wear across multiple components. When torque moves through the drivetrain, any loose connection will announce itself. If your Ram consistently clunks into gear, don't label it just a truck thing. Trucks are solid when tight. Clunks mean something is moving more than it should. Number 5. Humming or roaring noise that gets louder with speed. If your Ram makes a steady humming or roaring sound that increases directly with vehicle speed, not engine RPM, you're usually dealing with either a wheel bearing beginning to fail or abnormal tire wear. Both are common. Both are ignored far too long. Let's break it down. Wheel bearings on Ram. 1500 models, especially 2012-2021 trucks with independent front suspension, are sealed hub assemblies. They're not serviceable. Once wear starts inside that bearing, the noise gradually builds. It typically starts as a faint hum around 30-40 miles per hour. By 60-70 miles per hour, it becomes a noticeable roar. Here's the key test. If the sound changes slightly when you gently turn left or right at highway speed, that strongly indicates a wheel bearing. When you load one side of the vehicle during a turn, the bad bearing gets louder. I've seen front hub bearings start humming around 70,000–100,000 miles, especially on trucks running larger wheels and tires. Heavier aftermarket wheels increase load on the bearing. Add rough roads or aggressive driving, and wear accelerates. Now let's talk about tire cupping. If the humming stays consistent no matter which direction you turn, and your tires show uneven scalloped wear patterns, you're likely dealing with suspension-related cupping. Worn shocks or struts allow the tire to bounce slightly, creating uneven contact patches. That uneven wear creates a roar that sounds almost identical to a bad bearing. The difference matters. A wheel bearing will only get worse and can eventually create vibration. Severe failure can even create hub play. Tire cupping won't cause mechanical failure, but it indicates suspension wear that needs attention. I've seen owners drive tens of thousands of miles with a humming noise, thinking it's just road noise from aggressive tires. Then the bearing starts vibrating. Speed-dependent humming is never normal. It's either rolling resistance imbalance or bearing wear. Both have mechanical causes. Neither improves with time. Number 4. Clicking when turning at low speeds. If you hear a rhythmic clicking or popping sound when turning at low speeds, especially in parking lots, don't brush it off. On Ram 1500 4x4 models, this is very often a CV axle issue beginning to develop. Front constant velocity, CV, axles on 4WD Rams transfer power from the front differential to the wheels. Each axle has joints protected by rubber boots packed with grease. When those boots crack, which can happen after years of heat cycles, road salt exposure, or suspension lift modifications, grease leaks out. Once lubrication is compromised, the joint starts wearing quickly. The first symptom is typically a clicking noise while turning under slight acceleration. It's most noticeable when the steering wheel is near full lock. What you're hearing is worn CV joint bearings moving under load. Ram 1500 models from 2013-2022, particularly trucks that have leveling kits installed, are more prone to accelerated CV wear. Increasing front ride height changes axle angles. Steeper angles put more stress on CV joints. That doesn't mean lifts are bad. It means geometry matters. Now here's something important. Clicking while turning can also come from worn tie rod ends or ball joints. A failing lower ball joint may create a knockover bumps. A CV joint click is rhythmic and load-related. I've had trucks come in with minor clicking that owners ignored for months. Eventually, the joint developed vibration under acceleration. In worst cases, a severely worn CV joint can fail completely, leaving you without front drive capability. If your Ram clicks consistently during tight turns, inspect the CV boots first. If they're torn and slinging grease, the damage is already underway. These sounds start small. They don't stay small. A $300, $500 axle replacement early is far better than chasing front-end vibration later. Number 3. Metallic rattle under acceleration. If you hear a metallic rattle when you accelerate, especially under moderate load or going uphill, don't automatically assume it's just a loose shield. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's the beginning of something more expensive. Let's start with the common one. Heat shields around the exhaust system on many Ram 1500 models, particularly 2013-2020 trucks, are thin metal covers designed to protect surrounding components from exhaust heat. Over time, the small retaining bolts corrode, especially in colder states where salt is used on roads. Once a shield loosens, it vibrates at specific RPM ranges, creating a metallic rattling sound. That's the cheap outcome. The more expensive possibility is catalytic converter degradation. Inside each catalytic converter is a ceramic honeycomb coated with precious metals. If the substrate cracks or breaks apart, sometimes due to misfires, overheating, or impact damage, fragments can rattle inside the housing under acceleration. That sound often appears when load increases, not at idle. I've seen 2014-2019 Ram 1500s with 5.7 HEMIS come in with rattling that owners ignored for months. In some cases, it was just a shield. In others, it was an early-stage catalytic converter failure. Once that substrate breaks down far enough, you'll start seeing check engine lights for efficiency codes like P0420. Catalytic converters are not cheap. OEM replacement can easily climb into the four-figure range depending on region. Another scenario is detonation or spark knock, a sharper metallic ping under load, especially if lower-grade fuel is used in a Hemi that prefers higher octane. Persistent knock increases internal stress over time. The key difference is consistency. Loose metal tends to rattle at certain RPM ranges. Internal knock is sharper and directly tied to throttle input. Metallic rattling under acceleration is not random, it's mechanical movement. Whether that movement is external shielding or internal substrate damage, diagnosing it early determines whether you're tightening a bracket or replacing major components. Number 2. High-pitched squeal on startup. If your Ram lets out a high-pitched squeal for a few seconds right after startup, especially in the morning or during humid weather, that is usually belt system related. It might seem minor because it fades quickly. That doesn't make it harmless. The serpentine belt on Ram 1500 models, whether 5.7 Hemi, 3.6 Pentastar, or Eco Diesel, drives critical components: alternator, water pump, power steering, on-hydraulic systems, and AC compressor. When you first start the engine, load on that belt spikes immediately. The alternator draws heavy current to recharge the battery after cranking. That load puts tension on the belt. If the belt is worn, glazed, or slightly loose, it slips momentarily. That slip creates the squeal. Now, here's where it matters. On 2013-2022 Ram 1500s, belt tension is controlled by an automatic tensioner. Over time, the internal spring weakens. When that happens, even a new belt may not maintain ideal tension under sudden load. The squeal becomes more frequent. Sometimes it's not just the belt. Idler pulleys and tensioner pulleys use sealed bearings. When those bearings begin to dry out or fail, they create high-pitched noise under rotation. If ignored, a pulley bearing can seize. If a pulley locks up, the belt can snap. A snapped serpentine belt doesn't just shut off your AC. It immediately stops water pump operation. Overheating can follow fast. I've seen trucks around 70,000, 100,000 miles come in with startup squeal that owners ignored for a year. In many cases, a belt and tensioner replacement fixed it cheaply. In other cases, a seized pulley shredded the belt and caused overheating on the highway. Belts are wear items. Tensioners are not lifetime components. A brief squeal is the system telling you something is slipping under load. It's cheaper to replace a $40, $80 belt and inspect pulleys than deal with roadside breakdown and heat damage later. Number 1. Subtle shudder, around 35-50 miles per hour. If your Ram feels like it's lightly vibrating or shuddering around 35 to 50 miles per hour, especially under light throttle, do not ignore that. That is one of the most common early signs of torque converter or transmission fluid issues in 8-speed equipped trucks. On 2022 Ram 1500s with the 8HP70 or 8HP75 transmission, the torque converter locks and unlocks strategically to improve fuel economy. When it locks, it creates a direct mechanical connection between the engine and transmission. That improves efficiency, but it also means any irregularity in fluid pressure or clutch surface condition becomes noticeable. A shudder feels like driving over very light rumble strips. It usually happens during steady cruising in mid-range speeds, not during hard acceleration. Many owners think it's tire imbalance. It's often not. Over time, transmission fluid degrades from heat and clutch material contamination. When fluid loses proper friction characteristics, the torque converter clutch can begin to slip unevenly during lockup. That uneven slip creates vibration. I've seen 2014-2019 Ram 1500s with 70,000, 100,000 miles develop mild shudder because the fluid had never been serviced. In some cases, a proper fluid and pan replacement solved the issue early. In other cases, prolonged slipping glazed the torque converter clutch surface, requiring replacement. The important detail: early-stage shudder is subtle. It doesn't throw a code, it doesn't light up the dash, but it is wear happening in real time. Some owners continue driving for thousands of miles because the truck still shifts fine otherwise. That's how a minor fluid condition turns into internal clutch damage. If your Ram vibrates consistently at mid-speed under light throttle and goes away when you accelerate harder, that's not random. That's torque converter lockup behavior. Transmission problems rarely appear overnight. They announce themselves quietly first. A shudder is one of those announcements. So that's the difference between a quiet truck and an expensive one. Sounds are information. The sooner you take them seriously, the more control you keep over what this truck costs you. Don't wait for warning lights. Pay attention early, fix things early, and your Ram will stay solid for a long time. See you on the road, buddy.